Alright, hello everybody. I am actually going to be casting some of the replays from MLG Dallas that I'm very excited about. So this is going to be a fun time. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the overlay quickly, and I just want to say that should be fun. I really have not seen MLG Dallas much of anything. Like, I saw a couple games of the finals, but that was it. So this is all a surprise to me, and I don't know if these are casted live or not. But either way, I want to see this game because it's going to be awesome no matter what happens. It is EGIdrA. Everybody knows this guy, whether they love him or hate him. Either way, people have to respect him for his incredible skill. EGIdrA, one of the quintessential people in Starcraft history, not just Starcraft 2, but also Starcraft 1, so it's always fun to watch him. Great macro player. Zerg player, he's actually spawning on the left. Notice the map is Shattered Temple. I'm very well going to guess that it is the MLG version of Shattered Temple, which is probably logical as it is MLG Dallas. Definitely one of the biggest tournaments there are this year. Going to go ahead and go into the gigantic MLG tournament that does exist, and this is definitely going to be a great game. ROOTKiwikaki is going to be the Protoss opponent for our good friend EGIdrA, and Kiwikaki is one of those strange Protoss players that just makes weird things work that shouldn't work. Just as strange things, like he was famous for his use of the mothership, and he is now here going to go ahead and is he going to go ahead and go to the gateway? Yes, a late gateway, 14 food. He did, however, send the very early probe out to try and block EGIdRA's hatchery, which it looks like he will be able to. EGIdRA is sending out this drone to get that hatchery down, but look, he has 300 minerals and he cannot get this down because of the fact that this probe is there. EGIdRA's going to go ahead and throw down the spawning pool response. Yes, there it is. There's a spawning pool in response to getting his hatchery blocked. So this was a successful delay of the hatchery first from Kiwikaki, which is something that's so necessary against EGIdRA, as his macro is so strong. If he gets up that hatchery first, his timings will not be screwed up, but he's got to get that hatch blocked all the time. Just a lucky thing for him if that can go down. So psychologically speaking, Kiwikaki just did something great for him, and something that's perfectly okay by EGIdRA's standpoint, because gets blocked all the time. He's known as the macro player. So it's very understandable that that will happen. And now we're going to go ahead and see what Kiwikaki is going to go ahead and do. He's throwing down a cybernetics core, very normal thing. Looks like he very well might be going for a 3-gate fast expand if this gas gets taken, and yes, it does get taken. So Kiwikaki looks like he's going to go for the very normal and stable Protoss build for 3-gate fast expand. Maybe do something weird like possibly a MC 4-gate where you cancel the Nexus and then try and move in with that. We're going to see if that is going to be the case. We do have this next core close to finishing. EGIdRA is going to be aware of this. He will be able to keep this drone alive for like the next little bit of time until the stalker pops out. So at the very least 30 seconds, unless the stalker gets chrono boosted out. We're going to go ahead and see that his Pound going to throw down. We're going to prevent him from getting a supply block. EGIdRA over here does have his hatchery down. We're going to go ahead and see what he's going to do. He does only have one guy left in this gas. But you'll notice he's not going for that super fast metabolic boost. He didn't throw in 3 guys immediately, just pretty content to now throw in 1 more guy. Because you don't need speed out ASAP like people have always thought. It's just a solid opener that had a great timing where you could be aggressive, scout efficiently, do various things like that. But really, it's not necessary at all. So now EGIdRA's going to end up losing this drone because of the fact that the sentry is about to pop out. It will prevent this guy from being able to escape, as the Zealot will just finish it off if it tries to phase through. Assuming it's controlled correctly, that is. Now let's see, look over here. Ooh, look at that. The hatchery did just finish from EGIdRA. Going to be able to transfer some probes. EGIdRA's going to transfer probes because he's, of course, Zerg that has probes. No, he is actually being casted by a very sleep-deprived man whose schoolwork is getting ridiculous, and therefore he is going to be a Zerg player with probes. But honestly, it's not a huge deal that that is the case. But here we go. Essentially has a kill. That drone was taken care of, and a pylon was thrown down. Very exciting stuff, as Kiwikaki's yet to throw down much of anything. Looks like he's going to go ahead, throw down a pylon on the low ground. It is about the time to start working up to get that Nexus on his point. The timing for that could be anywhere around 6 minutes, give or take a little bit, depending on the player themselves. I do know that around now is actually when I get it. I get around the 5:45 mark. Of course, I try and sneak a little few things in there to try and get it faster than the conventional 3-gate expand, just because I feel like the Zerg macro is just so powerful. And here we have EGIdRA proving the macro power, as he has all these drones. He really doesn't. Wow, that's a lot of drones. 18 drones on the mineral patches in his main base versus his natural expansion, which does not have that much. I would have probably expected him to really get 16 drones and then just use all the other ones at the natural expansion. But EGIdRA is EGIdRA, so I'm not exactly going to badmouth him for that. But here we go. Nexus was thrown down by Kiwikaki, just getting up his large sentry count and walling off a little bit with his pylons. Might want to get a forge up, start getting his upgrades out. As you can see, EGIdrA is doing exactly that. He's getting his +1 melee attacks in his main base, as well as getting his lair. It looks like he's going to be a little bit vulnerable before he can do that, but it doesn't seem that there's really any plans for Kiwikaki to really push out. And just as I say that, actually, Kiwikaki is going to push out. So proving me, oh wait, never mind, it's actually proving me to be correct. Just going to go ahead and feint, show EGIdrA that an attack is happening, and we do have a few Zerglings being produced by EGIdRA, so possibly successful. If you look up here, EGIdRA is going to go ahead and start working on these backdoor rocks, try and possibly take this base as a third. We also have a Void Ray in production from Kiwikaki, so we'll be seeing a Stargate play from him. We're probably going to see Phoenixes come out after, and there it is, transferring the probes to that natural expansion. Going to go for that I guess I call it the Cruncher kind of thing, because Cruncher is insane with his airplay, just getting tons of Void Rays, tons of Phoenixes, and moving and lifting off everything while trying to destroy everything with the Void Rays. It's really effective, as it does a great job of shutting down queens from Zerg players. But here we go. EGIdRA's just got a spine crawler up here in case of an attack. He's got a watchtower vision with that Zergling. He also has Zerglings out here in the front. So he's really in a good position to just know exactly what's happening on Kiwikaki's point. But Kiwikaki's actually ahead in the food count, interestingly enough. So his macro is proven to be very effective. Look at the units tab. We do see 46 drones to 40 probes. So great job droning up. And ooh, Robo just went down. So Kiwikaki's going for that death ball. He really wanted that death ball. Is now producing Phoenixes. He does have a Void Ray over here trying to do a little bit of harassment, just taking away a little bit of the map control from EGIdRA, as Zerglings can't attack up and Void Rays can't attack down. So that's definitely good by him. And look at this, EGIdRA's now going after these gold rocks and trying to be as productive as he can with these Zerglings. While he's not doing an attack, he does want to make use of his units somehow. So he's doing that by taking down the rocks over here. He took down the rocks back here. These are still up, but that could be a defensive move from the point of EGIdRA, as he's going to go ahead and go up here and take the third base. Before the 10-minute mark, definitely a good time for that. He's doing a great job of spreading his creep. I'm going to continue that, and also he's got an Overlord pooping creep down here in the bottom right base, which is definitely an effective way to delay anything, but he's actually going to use it to sacrifice and get the scout on Kiwikaki. And Kiwikaki is actually still continuing to produce off of these two bases. That is it. He's throwing down more gateways, pylons, not using his Stargate very much right now. You can see most of his food count is invested in these Phoenix and Void Ray harassing that is happening, and there it is, taking down an Overlord. We'll be able to get now another one. Is going to lift off the Queen. Yes, okay. Another hatchery going down, but EGIdRA actually has a lot of queens out in the field. Here we have 3, which is actually not going to be enough to take down these forces. He's not focusing down the Phoenix over there. He really could do that effectively, and there it is. And that queen's about to go down as well. And now, oh god, this queen's going to lift it off too. I don't see any spore crawlers. There is one in production, but still, these queens are going down for EGIdRA, which is going to be very bad for his macro. He needs the queens to spawn larvae. He does have a macro hatch going up, but this is going to be a lot less larva than EGIdRA would want. You can see that Kiwikaki's money is actually skyrocketing, as well as EGIdRA's. EGIdRA's just unable to spend. He doesn't have the larva. He does have a Spire on the way, but he's still losing a lot. He's actually losing a ton of Overlords right now to this crazy harassment from Kiwikaki, who is ahead in the food count. No spawn larva, and look, EGIdRA's not even able to use this hatchery up there in the top left. Still on 2 bases up, but here we go. Another queen is out, but now this, oh, the Phoenix are in range of this War Crawler, but it actually goes down, and oh, is that Void Ray going to go down? One more hit? No, the Void Ray actually survives. This is a great thing for Kiwikaki to keep that Void Ray alive. He's going to be able to move in. Oh, one hit from that queen, and there it is. Void Ray goes down. This is actually going to be the end of the harassment from Kiwikaki. Most actually, I'm going to go ahead and just say that I lied, as he's going to go ahead and lift off the queen anyway. EGIdRA needs more queen support, needs anti-air. And throughout this entire time, Colossi are on the way, Extended Thermal Lance is on the way, so Kiwikaki is going to go ahead and try and get up that ground arm. You can see the food count differential is just skyrocketed, since that very effective harassment with these Phoenixes and the Void Ray. And there's another Overlord going to go ahead and go down. You can see that these Phoenixes are being so effective even without the Void Ray support. And now taking out the guys in the gas, very smart move. Is EGIdRA going to go ahead and replenish them? I'm going to keep Island distracted to see if he will. Definitely should wants to check that. Look, EGIdRA's got a bunch of Zerglings in the middle, keeping map presence as much as he can, but notice still no more guys in that gas geyser. We just have that selected and to keep an eye on that, but no gold base either. So EGIdRA is looking to be a little bit on the back foot right now. We do have Spore Crawler going down, but still a few drones are definitely going to be falling right now. We see the income is just in favor of Kiwikaki with the worker count, but the split between the 3 bases for EGIdRA is what's keeping him up there. However, this extractor still has no harvesters in it. EGIdRA just has not noticed. He does have a Baneling nest out, so you could be seeing a Zergling Baneling mix I do know that EGIdrA likes that as a good, solid unit composition against Protoss. It's very, very effective as long as the Banelings can get a good, solid bit of splash damage, but even then, without a ton of sentries to force them away, EGIdra's looking fairly good. He could always just get dropped and just do the Baneling bombs, which is going to be incredibly effective against this also large zealot count. This could be looking good for EGIdRA in some respect. However, the question is, can EGIdRA macro up enough to deal with this army, as Kiwikaki is just so far ahead? We also do see this Nexus going down for Kiwikaki, and look at this. This Extractor still has no one in the gas. EGIdRA is just not being as effective. It's definitely going to cut into any Muta count or Baneling count, but here we go. Pushing in from Kiwikaki. Force Heals down there doing a great job of splitting off the Banelings, taking a lot of splash damage. But look at this. Corruptor's now on the field. We do have all these Phoenixes in here doing a good bit of damage, actually, but Banelings are moving in, but more Colossus are out. This Colossus is still alive, and there's actually GG from EGIdRA. Just too much damage from Kiwikaki with the air harassment, and Kiwikaki just proving to be a very strong player. All these Zealots are still alive, and the Creep Tumors are just... Where is there? Is there no Observer in there? We do see one Observer is out for Kiwikaki, but still, all this creep, and EGIdRA was just not able to get this round. Good force fields with the few sentries that were there. You can see that they're actually none alive anymore. But Kiwikaki, very, very effective. I'm definitely going to continue casting a few more games, guys, so thank you for watching. Goodbye.